Hey, what is up everybody, and welcome back to Myth-Busting Mondays, episode number 10 for Cold War Zombies. This is the show where we bust the myths that you guys leave in the comment section below. So if you guys have got any myths you would like to see featured in next week's episode, all you've got to do is leave those inside the comment section right now or at the end of the video, and we'll see which ones get featured next week. This week, we have got some awesome myths lined up for you guys. And the final myth is definitely going to change the way that you and your friends play Firebase Z. So without further ado, click that like button if you haven't done already, make sure you subscribe if you are brand new, and let's jump straight into the first myth of today's show. Okay, so the next myth of today's show has been sent in by Benjamin Clarkson, and thank you very much for being a member for 2 months, you absolute legend. And he says, my first myth ever submitted, can you exfil while in tombstone mode? Keep up the great work. What a cool myth. I've never tried this, obviously with tombstone being very brand new with DLC 1 in this game, not had a chance to do it until now. So we're gonna flip around, we're gonna go to round 10 because currently we're on round 9. As soon as we're on to that round 10, exfil will start. I'm gonna get a load of kills until we only need like 2 or 3 kills left for the exfil. Go down, use my tombstone guy to kill the final few zombies, and then see if we can exfil with the tombstone guy instead of our main character into the helicopter. So without further ado, let's go check this out. Okay, so we are back and we are on our exfil round right now. Slight change of plan. It was round 11 where the exfil happens, not round 10. But without further ado, let's go make our way over to the radio right now, interact with it so our exfil will start. There we go, and now we are gonna go over to our exfil site and get all the kills that we have to get for the countdown, apart from maybe 3. As soon as that happens, where we've got 3 left, we're gonna down ourselves and then get those final 3 kills in tombstone mode and see what will happen. So we're inside of the area right now. It wants me to kill 35 zombies, especially with the wonder weapon. This is gonna be super easy. So let's see this countdown. I'll be back in literally 1 second. Okay, so we've officially got down a little bit further than I wanted to go to. We've got 1 zombie left, but let's let this 1 zombie kill us. We're gonna go into tombstone mode in just 1 second, and let's enter it. And now I'm gonna go and find that 1 zombie, kill that 1 zombie, and hopefully still be able to enter the chopper. And our guy is inside of here. So let's kill him. He's done. Let's go and see, without reviving ourselves, which are on the ground right here, let's see if we can enter the helicopter. Let's see. Oh no, there's no prompt to enter the helicopter, but I wonder, dude. When it gets to 0, will I exfil? I don't want my health to go down. Oh no, oh, there we go. So yes, even in tombstone mode, you can exfil, which is a little bit weird. You can't enter the helicopter, but once that time gets so low, it will enter you into the exfil right there. So yes, you can do it. In tombstone mode, leave your old body behind. Forget about that guy. You, Mr. Tombstone, can exfil and get out of that place. So there you go. Thank you very much for that myth. That was really cool. Let's go make our way over to the next myth of today's show. And the next myth of today's show has been sent in by Reese Ross and 49 others. And they say, myth, what happens if you bring Sergei's head to the cutscene? Okay, so we're right at the end of the Easter egg right now, and I know the head is right here, so we have now got the head inside of our game. Let's go invisible. There you go. Right, we're holding the head right now. So when we go inside of the boss fight, all we've got to do is make sure we are carrying this head as we enter the cutscene. It's as simple as that. Are we gonna die right here? Oh my god, please don't die. We've not gotten this far through this Easter egg to just instantly die right now. This is not good. Okay, thank the Lord that we're holding it right there. Okay, we've got the head. Oh no, the head's inside this cutscene. Look at that. The head is inside of this cutscene right now. My goodness, that's very cool. Okay, so we'll find out at the end of the actual Easter egg what is gonna happen with this head. Okay, we're coming to the final part of the boss fight right now. As soon as he dies, I'm gonna pick up the head, which has now disappeared. No! Okay, so the head has disappeared inside of my part of the game right now. It was over here, which means that we're not going to be able to test this out because it clearly only has a certain amount of time that it can be on the ground for until it disappears. And especially in this boss fight, you don't get that much time. So I'm going to say yes, it would have been in the cutscene. It was in the cutscene before. Yes, it probably would have been. But very cool myth nonetheless. And let's go and make our way over to the next myth of today's show. That sucks. I really wish that we would have just been able to finish this guy like this. Boom. Got him, picked up the head, and then see the head inside the cutscene. But whatever. Let's go make our way over to the next myth of today's show. Okay, so the next myth of today's show has been sent in by Indecisive Username. I love that username. And they say, myth, what happens when you do the jump pad that goes through the satellite while you trigger the lasers on the end of the Easter egg? And loads of pizza emojis. Okay, so we're at the end of the Easter egg right now where we can actually interact with this computer and then go over to the area where we can activate the flag, and then this satellite will then move. But can we use a jump pad? Pretty simple, right? Now I'm playing on Xbox, so bear with me while I very quickly turn down my FOV because for whatever reason, this glitch still exists inside of this game. So there you go, 84. Then we go on the computer. Okay, so this is the exact flag. So we're going to interact with this right now. Boom. There you go. I'm going to very quickly turn my FOV back again so it doesn't look like absolute trash. And then we're going to go and make our way over to the jump pad over here. And while these lasers are going on, we're going to jump across and see if we can interact with the actual satellite itself and maybe hit the actual satellite. I don't know. Here we go. Gonna go into the jump pad. Oh, dude, it is working. Oh, we went through it! Dude, I actually thought it was going to be disabled and it wouldn't let us actually activate it and go through the metal. But yeah, there you go. We went through the metal right there. And I'm just going to once again do... Oh, we went through the laser beam. I wanted to go through the laser beam too. So there you go. Yes, you can go through the satellite after it's moved. So you basically go through a chunk of metal. Kind of cool, but there you go. We'll try it again next week when we actually go through the laser beam. Okay, so the next myth of today's show has been sent in by Dizzy D. And Dizzy D goes on to say, myth, can you use the Tomahawk on the dartboard like a true mad lad? So inside of the map, you know there's an Easter egg for the wonder weapon. It's super simple, right? Over at this computer, it tells you which place on a dartboard that you have to shoot at. But instead of us using shots in this myth, we're going to be using the Tomahawk. So without further ado, let's get over to that dartboard and let's see if Tomahawks, if aimed correctly, are going to be able to actually activate this part of the Easter egg. Let's go. Okay, so this should be really, really simple. I've got exactly where we've got to place these, and I've got one Tomahawk. Probably should have got 3, but the one will probably do. So our first one's going to be 25 past, and it's going to be black, so it means it's going to be the number 2. Boom, that's pretty much hit right there. And the next one is going to be 25 white, which means it's going to be 17. There we go. And then the final one is going to be 10 black. So pretty simple once again. 10 past on the clock black. I'm going to assume it's 13. And then... No, it doesn't work. I've just 100% tested this again, and no, it doesn't work. I got all the right areas, all the right numbers. I'll even test it with a normal weapon right now just to show I definitely was shooting the right numbers. So 25 black, 25 white, and then also 10 black, which I think was a 13, and then bullseye. And it opened. So yeah, we were doing the exact right numbers right there with the Tomahawk, and it didn't work. So no, you cannot use the Tomahawk on the dartboard like an absolute mad lad, but still a really cool myth right there. Let's go and make our way over to the next myth of today's show. Okay, so the next myth of today's show is being sent in by XVOLX. I guess that's right. Saying myth, when in the Easter egg boss fight, can Order crush you with his hand whilst using a chopper gunner? Okay, very, very simple myth right here. So at the end of the Easter egg, during the boss fight, the boss attack basically is this. Boom, or one of the attacks. His hand comes down and drops on the ground. If it hits you, you go down. You lose a life, pretty much, right? But if you're inside of the chopper gunner, or you entered the chopper gunner at that exact position where he does the hand attack, will he even do the hand attack? Can he down you at that point? I honestly don't think it's going to happen, because I think technically you're invincible at that point. The zombies can't get you, so hopefully his attack can't either. So let's get all the way through the Easter egg right now into the boss fight, and let's go and check this out. Okay, so we need to go make our way over to the buildable thing straight away and get ourselves a self-res and also a chopper right now to make sure we're not going to die. I'm also going to very quickly run over here and get myself some extra armor real quick, and then we're going to go over to the part of the map right now where this guy can kill you with one hit. I'm going to stand here and enter the chopper, and I'm just going to stay inside of here. I can shoot at this guy, and I will shoot him, but I want to see when that hand comes down. I wonder if it knocks me out of the helicopter, or will it... I don't even know what it will do, and I can't see the health on him either, and I want to make sure that we're definitely not going to finish this. At this point in time, it definitely would have done the attack on me in this amount of time that we've been inside of the helicopter. So I've got to say that if you are inside of the helicopter, most likely it will not down you at all during this mode, which is pretty cool. I guess if you want a little bit of an easier boss fight, if your team is struggling and you definitely don't want to go down, you can always just enter that helicopter. So yes, when you enter the chopper gunner inside of this boss fight, it will not kill you. When it does, it's hand slam. Thank you very much for sending that myth in, and let's go make our way over to the next myth of today's show. Okay, and the final myth of today's show is being sent in by Horus2012 Nick, and they say, myth, can you hold 2 wonder weapons when you're using tombstone and holding 3 weapons? So I don't know about that. I think the tombstone glitch from last week where you basically had mule kick on the game is now 100% patched, unfortunately. So it's not inside of the game anymore. Unless you guys know a way of still getting it, I'm pretty certain the mule kick glitch is now patched. But Yes, you can have 2 wonder weapons, and it's super easy. You've seen the title of the video, you've seen the thumbnail. This is how you do it. So I'm just gonna get this normal pistol off the wall just because this one's already pack-a-punched and I don't want to mess this up. So we have a non-pack-a-punched weapon. We also have a normal wonder weapon. You can have it pack-a-punched if you want, I think, but it's gonna cost you a little bit more if it already is. So non-pack-a-punched wonder weapon, and we have a non-pack-a-punched weapon. So we go make our way over to the pack-a-punch machine, and you see I'm playing on Xbox, so I need to hold down X. But as I'm holding down X to activate the pack-a-punch, I'm then gonna click Y to change weapons, right? So this and that. There you go. And while that's out, you pack-a-punch. Boom. And there we've got 1 pack-a-punch wonder weapon and a normal wonder weapon as well. There you go. So yes, 100% you can have 2 of the exact same wonder weapon playing solo or co-op inside of all of your games on Firebase Z with that method that I just showed you. As well as this, if you are in a co-op game and you only have 1 wonder weapon, you can duplicate this, drop it on the ground, and let anyone else that's inside of your game grab that wonder weapon as well. So there you go. Yes, 2 wonder weapons on Firebase Z. Complete duplication right there. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Myth-Busting Mondays, episode 10 here of Cold War Zombies. I hope you guys have. If you liked it, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are brand new, and I'll see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. Thank you for watching, and peace out.